Bring, bring.
You in, Eric. Calling you in, calling you out. How is my favorite meathead doing? It's nice to meet with you again.
Oh, well, this meathead is medium rare, I would say. I am pretty well cooked from, it is Tuesday after all, so
Mm-hmm.
I am somewhat cooked, but I am still bleeding internally, so that means I'm ready to be eaten up. How are
That
you, my
that is like the ideal outcome of a weekend, you know? You are a little bit roasted and bleeding
mhm.
internally.
Yeah, charred on the outside, internal bleeding,
Mm-hmm.
with a dash of just Maldon salt on top,
Mm-hmm.
perfectly seasoned. Um, but how was my cheesehead in residence?
Yes, this dairy daddy has been engaging in some cheese consumption this weekend. You can tell by my complexion, I'm sure, a little bit more bloating than normal. But I'm trying to mask it down. I got the Aesop facial serum routine locked in.
hmm This guy's detoxifying, exfoliating, and rehumidifying those pores, much like the pores on a block of Swiss cheese. Um, this guy is, was nice and dilated last week, but this week, his pores are nice and tight,
Well, just
much
like a
like the
block of
wrap,
Swiss.
much like the wrap tie on a foot long at Subway, uh, of an intern who is wrapping the sandwiches a little just too tight,
Just a little too tight. That
a
is
little too
a
tight.
great description of my pores, Eric. Much like a block of the white cheddar at Subway, I do get a little sweaty if I stay outside too long. I need to be
hmm
cooled down. That's why I've been engaging in Nordic ice plunges at the end of my showers every day. That's
hmm
right, I bathe regularly.
It's a
Shout out to my
shocker
regular
to,
bathers.
God damn it. So I'm glad you brought this up because I need to talk to you about white cheddar. Okay, I
Mm,
have a lot on my mind.
cool.
Okay, Gucci rag tied on my head. I got a lot on my mind. Okay.
Yeah, I can
Um,
tell.
Today for lunch I had a nice little steaming bowl of Annie's white cheddar flavor,
Hmm. I
and it
love
got
the
me
shells.
thinking. The shells are good. You know what I'm saying? Nice little
Hmm.
pockets to just hold all the sauce inside.
I love to tongue the inside of the shell, while it's in my mouth.
Me too.
Just kind of get the tongue in there and feel around.
Me too. I especially love when the shell gets stuck to the spoon, like kind of like a suction cup. So it's like
Hmm.
just like
Yeah. You really put the
stuck
whole
to the
mouth to work.
yeah,
I
you really
honestly
gotta
think I think Annie's is the closest thing to like dog food. Like when I eat it, I feel like I'm a puppy lapping up my meal, my schlop.
hmm my schlop, my sloppy meal. Often I like to put the bowl on the ground and get on all fours and and just use my tongue and just go at it. Um,
Yeah, really, that helps. Kind of like I might try that next time. Thank you for that suggestion.
It is a very primal way to eat, but it brings out the fullest, emotional expression that one can have when eating pasta.
You really eat with your whole body at Italian restaurants. I'm actually surprised this idea hasn't been trialed by like some hot cuisine New York City haunt.
Exactly. I'm all about eating it doggy style. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It tastes better that way.
Yeah, everything tastes better that way.
Exactly.
Cool. So, anyways,
Um,
you have a white cheddar problem.
I have a white cheddar problem. Again, these whites causing problems.
Hmm.
But why why is it that way, Ty? We have orange cheddar, which is like just like added dye. But
Hmm.
white cheddar is like marketed, and for some reason, I just like expect it to be lighter and like
Hmm.
sweeter, maybe, more milky, perhaps.
Mm.
And I think my expectations were met when I consumed this bowl of Annie's because it matched those descriptions.
Hmm.
Um, but why is that? Why are we so brainwashed, Ty? Why is Justin Trudeau, you know, hypnotizing us and making us believe that white cheddar is supposed to taste a certain way, while orange cheddar, which is completely made up and fake, is tasting a different way. What's the real
Mm-hmm.
truth? What is the source of cheddar truth, Ty?
Wow, that's a tongue twister. And my tongue is well twisted from the Andes already. Uh, you bring up an interesting point that comes down to really what is like the role of marketing, and what is reality. Uh, I, for one, think that like I don't really think of white cheddar as a flavor as much as I think of it as a condition. I like there's albinism in all species on Earth. I was just the other day looking at a photo of a albino alligator, and I thought that's incredible that this like gene manipulation of genes, uh, breaking the DNA strand, it affects all life on Earth, and I don't think cheese is an exception to this, Eric. So I don't anticipate it. Just like an albino chimpanzee or zebra or um, Eric or human, I don't anticipate it to be any different than you or I.
Wow, that was profound, and I'm honestly hypnotized, Ty. Thank you for that.
But dude, it's all marketing garbage. Marketing in general is so fucking torched. I'm
I
so
hate
tired of
marketing.
marketing. Holy
I
shit,
I
Eric.
hate being marketed to so much. Like, you really think a soulless corporation like Subway is gonna appeal to me like by having some like old coach like football coach eat a foot long on a bench? Like, do you think that's gonna make me
Hmm.
buy a foot long? Like, what's
Yeah,
wrong with you
you
fuckers?
think that's gonna make
I'm
me
so
hungry?
insulted.
It's so done. We're over it. Like I was driving on the street yesterday, and a semi truck drives by me. On the side of it is an advertisement for feta cheese. And like I
Feta
know you
cheese?
gotta, yeah, sure. Feta, tomato, foot long. Shout out to my German listeners. um, and
Foot? Das ist big foot long. I would take a big foot long.
I don't know where you come up with these accents, but they're really like I'm sure there's like that's very regionally specific. Eric in
Yes.
general is very regionally specific for the ladies.
Yeah. It comes from Nazi Germany, Ty. Okay,
Mm,
let's just call it what it is.
okay, I won't beat around the lettuce bush, but this you got a feta fetish, so you should be intrigued by this story.
I'm a cheesy
Uh,
guy. What can I say?
we're both dairy daddies. The feta semi truck, it has this ad on it for the feta cheese, and it says all it doesn't even have like a picture of feta cheese. It just says if if there's no signature, it's not Sapporo or whatever the cheese brand was. And
What?
that made me thinking like they're trying to tell me that their feta cheese is authentic, and then it's like, but like I don't even want feta. Like I wish we could just reset all marketing, Eric. Like I don't want to. The world is tired of mind games. Everyone's tired of playing mind games. Like we all like Tinder Swindler was like the last straw, you know? I just think marketing, just show me a photo of the feta cheese and then I'll decide if I'm hungry for it or not. And that's
Hmm.
that's the best marketing. Just a picture of the thing.
I think you're right. I think personally, I think Kanye West should be the marketing chief marketing officer of all brands. Because we are discussing this on the 1 month anniversary of Donda 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the greatest marketing event, uh,
Ever.
experience really of all time,
Mm-hmm.
ever, Ty. And you're right. I think all other forms of marketing are just lazy and stupid. And
Mm-hmm.
like, why are you telling me about cheese when going? I got 120 on the dash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pass you, and now I'm like hungry. Like, are you
Yeah, it's
fucking
like
kidding?
Like
Like,
this
but I'm
seems
not
like
gonna
a
eat
good
feta.
time to. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why do you think I want to learn about cheese right now?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Like, somebody paid like $100,000 to put that image there.
Right? Shit's so messed up, Eric, and it's
Yeah.
all it's all mind games. They've transcended. It's no longer kosher to just put a photo of a foot long
Hmm.
sub. They have to like tie it to some like mental affiliation that we all have in this collective zeitgeist about sportsmanship and competition and a healthy lifestyle. Just show me the sandwich, and I'll tell you if I want it. That's what I love
Show
about
me the money.
that's what I love about the interior of Subway is you walk in and there's no bullshit. Bullshit doesn't exist inside the Subway. It's all outside. It's all in the Ethernet.
Yeah,
It's just the
dude.
lettuce,
Subway
you know?
is pure authentico. You see
It's
that
cute.
vase on the wall? That shit's real.
Okay, yeah,
That
I
brick
digress.
behind the sandwich artist, that's real too.
But
And I'm
like,
bricked up.
yeah, dude, you got a brick, they got a brick. Well, only one of them is like real recognize real, right? And but like the true Subway advertising, like really the thing that's competing for your attention besides the bell peppers and salamis in the tubs is the bell peppers and salamis on the wall, those big ass photos. And that's what
Hmm.
I think is the essence of marketing. That is it's both it's perfect. It's perfect marketing. It's just a photo of the thing.
It is perfect, but it doesn't really make any sense if you think about it. Like, why are we putting a photo of a tomato on the wall when there's like actual tomatoes right there?
Yeah, it's
And
true.
like, I can't get the tomato in the photo. Like, I want that one. and then and like I can't get that one. Like, it's if anything, it's doing a disservice to Subway because now I'm constantly reminded of what a perfect tomato looks like, and I look down at the tomato that's in the metal tin bucket, and it's not even close to what I'm seeing on the wall, and now I'm like
No,
questioning if I should even be in here.
it's a really good point. Like the thing in the bucket is like a vague representation of a tomato. It's like kind of represents what I if I had to draw a tomato from memory, that's what that tomato in the bucket looks like. It's not quite 100% real looking. And that like if I walked into a Subway like Subway won, you know? I'm gonna buy a sandwich. At that point,
Hmm.
they don't need to convince me anymore.
Hmm. I'm not leaving this place empty stomach.
No. But if I see that that tomato doesn't match the tomato on the wall, that might incentivize me to walk out.
It's just more opportunities to question my morals. It's like I'm gonna question myself every time I see like a perfect bell pepper on the wall. Like, wow,
Mhm.
like I should call her, and her being Whole Foods.
Yeah, it's like maybe a home cooked meal is what I actually need right now.
Yeah, exactly. But you're right, marketing is dumb. And like, what's up with Subway's Instagram, and they just like post like these ridiculous like sandwich things, like sports and like sandwich and like the weird graphics. It's like, can we just get back to like food, like for once? Like the whole
Mhm.
problem with Subway is like it's not food. Like it's yoga mats, it's sugar,
Mhm.
it's
It's
who knows what
cake.
else. Whatever the tuna is, steak,
Mhm.
steak.
Yeah,
And like, why don't they lean into it being fresh? Like these are the questions I have for
yeah.
big HQ.
I completely agree, dog. I think some I conspiracy.
That's what the tuna is. It's dog.
It's dog. uh, yeah, you're like this reminds me of my terrier.
Good boy.
Mhm. Some well-trained tuna, but uh, I don't. I they haven't talked about fresh in a while. It's like they just stopped calling it fresh. It's like they're like real. Maybe there's like a legal obligation that is we're not privy to as civilians that Subway is no longer allowed or obligated to just speak to freshness in their marketing.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a constraint that we don't, know much about.
Mhm.
Um, there is a good chance that legally, they can't say the word fresh or real or, anytime they do, they have to put a quotation around it.
It's fresh in quotes.
Hmm.
Uh,
Um, but Ty, let's get off of this Subway talk real quick because we had some big news. We had a big product release happen yesterday, and I'm
oh
not talking
yes.
about footlongs. Okay.
I've never, ever been so excited to smell a candle in my whole life.
Absolutely. Um, so if you somehow missed the last like three episodes that we talked about this, um, there is a, or there, yeah, there is a Rick Owens and Aesop collaboration that has dropped this week already. Ty and I
Hmm.
both purchased. What size did you purchase, Ty?
Dude, I just got the cutie little guy. I have too many candles in my life.
What?
I
You got the 6 inch?
I got the 6 inch. I know it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I should probably have leveled up, but I don't even know where I would put it. I have candles on every table right now. Do I just throw away my other nice candles? I guess so.
Well, are they as nice as this candle though? I
I
don't
don't
know if
think
they're
there's a
as nice.
candle on Earth.
Exactly. This this takes precedence. Like you only live once, you know what I mean? So if I have the equivalent of 50 hours of burn time left,
Mm,
I'm gonna have to use that with my best candle. You know what I'm saying? I need to burn the
yeah,
best candle. So I don't know about you, but I'm moving all my shit out the door. All my
yeah.
shit out the
You're
window.
just huck it in the bin. You got Rick Owens in your life now. I'm
That's a
it,
fact.
it this is it's very exciting. I'm particularly interested in the scent of this stoic aromatic candle. The tasting notes, if you will, the aroma notes, spicy, fresh, herbaceous. The key ingredients, uh, vetiver, black pepper, and a mystery ingredient, elemi, which I've never heard of. Are you familiar with elemi?
No, but the dictionary definition, Ty, is even more mysterious.
Oh no.
Um, it is a okay, I don't even know this word, but it's an oleoresin. That sounds like an
Mm,
oil to me. It's like some crazy Rick Owens shit that I'm gonna have nightmares about.
yeah.
But it's obtained from a tropical tree and it's used in
Hmm.
varnishes, ointments, and aromatherapy.
Yeah. I actually, it's weird to buy buy a candle that has something with a WebMD profile, but Elemi no doubt does. It
Mhm.
is often used for an upset stomach, cough, or other conditions. So it sounds like it perhaps it's a cousin of Tylenol.
Interesting.
Just what the doctor ordered, baby. Doctor Owens prescribes one of these stoic aromatic candles for every home.
I mean, if I can make my apartment smell like the Dark Prince himself is, sitting on my couch, then I'll be a happy chap, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But can we talk real quick about the like actual vessel, Ty? What are your thoughts
Mm,
on this? Because it seems to me that uh Dick Ovens himself was like, you know what? Let me take the Aesop candle and merge that with my high-heeled Kiss boots
hmm.
and put that together. Because it looks like there is some unnecessary kind of like legs on this candle now, which don't seem to be needed in any kind of way. But I don't know. I'm curious what you
Hmm.
think.
Yeah, the form factor is really intriguing. It actually reminds me of like something like 1970s era Alessi would make if it was like a stool or like a children's toy. It has almost
Hmm.
like a bubbly kind of proportions to it.
Hmm.
And that's accentuated by the thick rim on the top of the candle. Now, I don't know if IRL if it will still have those qualities. Like it's quite a bit smaller than like I think the image leads on to it for it to be. But I also think that like what Dr. Owens was trying to do was take the classic Aesop candle form factor and put it on a quite a literal pedestal, like present it more like it's a trophy or an object of like a more ceremonial object. And I think he's pulling that off with these kind of obscene legs. What's your take on that?
Hmm. That's interesting. Um, I mean, it makes sense because the legs themselves are adorning two logos, right? We
Mm-hmm.
have Aesop and the Rick Owens logo, very largely like printed on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that in itself, I think, is a celebration of self. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's a meeting of two uncompromising minds. So I don't know. We'll just have to see, Ty, because I think in the image it looks very faint. It looks like it's engraved. But I mean, who knows what this will look like actually like on my coffee table, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but we talked about how like Byredo, it's like just a sticker on like a
Mm-hmm.
glass like cup, and although that's my favorite, it's still like not good. Like it's like still feels like cheaper than it should.
Yes.
So I'm excited to check this out and actually like see.
I didn't realize how broke boy the sticker kind of strategy was until I saw this candle. Now I will only be buying engraved candles from here forward, I think. Stickers gotta
Mm-hmm.
go.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta say, the Drake candles have just like gone so downhill for me, like aesthetically. Like I used to
Mhm.
think they were like so cool and like the writing on it and stuff. But now when I look at it, I'm just like, this thing sucks.
Yeah,
This
dude,
thing
it's
low-key
more
sucks.
it aesthetically, it's, like, more aligned with, like, a high school girl's diary than it is with luxury like, bougie candles.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Mhm. Well, I love talking scent with you. We're all scent heads here at this is both a think tank and a smell tank. But I do have to sign off early today, Eric. I have some linking and building to do as a business mind with many kind of business outlets, business
Mm-hmm.
meetings.
I just gotta charge the iPhone 13 Pro,
Mm-hmm.
and get the conference call, loaded up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's a shame that we wasted 10 minutes, recording a different episode that
Mm-hmm.
we had to restart.
Mm-hmm. Much
So,
like our demons, technical difficulties we cannot seem to escape them.
exactly. Well, Ty, as always, it's been a pleasure. Um, I'm receiving my candle on Friday, so hopefully we can talk about it again.
Me too. I'm super excited. All right, breadheads, remember hashtag think fresh, hashtag boycott Subway. Have a great week. We'll see you next time at Think Fresh Podcast. Ciao.
Fuck Subway.